Kennesaw State with Sidney Porter defensively. He's been one of the captains on defense this year. Tonight, moving to a new position from safety to this outside backer position, and he's been all over the field. 7 tackles, 1.5 TFLs. He's been in Dent's face numerous times. Kirby Smart, you know him, the head coach of Georgia. Former DB for the Bulldogs. Brent Key down the road in the flats. That's him hugging one of his linemen after a win last week against Miami. And Chandler Burks. What's in common? They're all coaching their alma maters now as head coaches, Caleb. Welcome back to Conference USA football. Quay Ashley and Sequan Nopierre atop the nation and kickoff return average. Nopierre leads the FBS. Ashley, because of Kennesaw State's second-year transition to the FBS, is ineligible in the statistical rankings. However, his yardage is better. He's housed 2 this year. And as we talked about in the open, don't let these records fool you. They're stars of the field. There's some unique stats between the two teams. Ashley and Nopierre, 2 of the best in the nation. And they kick it off to Ashley from inside the 5. Reaches the 20. And he's tripped up and loses the football at the 25-yard line. FIU punched it loose, and the Panthers, after a field goal to open up the third quarter, may have just come up with the football. Quite a story for Casey Keeler, the program builder. Last year, Sam Houston started 0-8. And what Kennesaw State is, its second year of its transition to FBS. They were down 21-7 to Kennesaw State at Bauer Stadium at halftime. They came back to win. Ended up winning 3 games last year, what Casey Keeler said, in my 30-plus years of coaching, the most difficult 2 years that I've ever faced. Well, you see there, they made history. They've won 10 of their last 13 games. Tennessee Martin with a pick 6 of its own after allowing one in the opening half. O'Shea Baker puts the Skyhawks on top. Enter tonight a preseason All-American, All-Conference performer, the career record holder in pass breakups. Well, that time he did more than just break it up. He housed it for the Skyhawks.
Took it to the house.
Burks is no stranger to the Owls. The youngest active head coach in the FBS now, began his career as the first signee for Kennesaw State. Went on to a record-setting career with a couple of conference championships, then became an assistant coach for the Owls. And now he's tasked with guiding the Owls through their final 3 games. Caleb, you've known Chandler to be a leader. Thank you, Lauren. And there is Chandler Burks, leading the team on the field and then going straight up to the press box. As Lauren told us, Tim Glanton, the game manager, the acting on-field head coach for Kennesaw State. You can give it any title you want here. The relationship between those two dates back to the high school days when Glanton coached Burks at South Paulding High School before the two came to Kennesaw State. And Chandler told us that Glanton said, "I've got drawers that are older than you, Chandler Burks. I've known you since you were pooping green," to quote what he said about Tim Glanton. I think that's a great move by Burks with the experience of Glanton as a successful high school head coach. FIU missed a short field goal in its first drive. Look at the football, though, Caleb. Where are those laces? This is a huge Saturday for football inside Conference USA. 4 teams gunning to play for the conference title the first Friday in December. Jacksonville State against Sam Houston. That was a final earlier. They defeat the Bearcats in Jacksonville 21-11.
First time you've seen them live, they're nasty too. They'll hit you.
Hey, this is one of the bigger offensive lines
Yes,
that you'll see in the FCS, and certainly caught the attention of the Kennesaw State coaching staff, having gone through already 3 FBS games against much bigger offensive lines. Then you bring in UT Martin, and the drop-off in height and weight really isn't much of a difference for the Skyhawks.
Yeah, that's a good sign. See him walk off under his own power.
And there you see, averaging 311 up front. Back at Fifth Third Stadium, Nolan Alexander, Caleb O'Neill, and Maria Martin with you. And the 4th member of our team, Billy Joel. We didn't start the fire. 2 sirens have gone off here at Fifth Third Stadium as the Owls have marched down the field. You see the blinking fire alarm. We have not been briefed of anyone in danger right now or any active fires. We'll continue to monitor the situation here. As play continues for the Owls, they burn their first timeout to avoid a delay of game.